That's the SGX Nifty down about 52 points, 11,418 on the Nifty future. So let's see how things move. Looking slightly on the downward side, of course. On Friday, the Nifty future low was 11,451. So we are going to start below that, it looks like. Ashwani Gujral, Sudarshan Sukhani and Mitessh Thakkar now join us. Good morning, Ashwani. First of all, good to see you back and healthy. Of course, you're there on Friday. I missed it. Your thoughts on how to approach? We had the first big down day after a, big rally. Is this a bit of a trend reversal, or do you want to buy the dips?
Well, good morning. And Friday was, weak hands getting thrown out. Now, the first thing you want to do after this sort of a decline is to try to buy, because chances are a lot of people are short in the market, and if you don't start to get follow through below 10,400 thereabouts, there could be an equally sharp rally as well. So I would look at this as buying on dip type of opportunity, rather than thinking that the rally is over.
Oh, okay. So what is the dip that you would buy? If you can give us some levels that you would watch out for, or just wait for the market to tell you at what point it is reversing?
See, basically the way you deal with this is, instead of marking one single point, you start to accumulate and then wait for the market to reverse. So today in the morning, closer to say 10,400 thereabouts, start to accumulate, and then at some point hope that there is no follow through and the market reverses fairly strongly. So the idea should be to buy into a dip of this rally and hope that at some point 11,600 gets crossed.
Sudarshan Sukhani and Mitessh Thakkar also join in. Sudarshan, hi, good morning. The low that we hit on Friday was 11,434. Do you get a sense that that could be breached today, given the global cues, and how do you approach it?
Yeah, good morning. Well, Sonia, we are starting weak, and global markets have given us a message that the correction has finally started in the US, and that correction is, the Friday's decline is not the end of that correction. So that means I expect US markets to slowly go lower till they find some support levels, and that should come about in India also. Now there is a very minor support level in the Nifty at 10,380 approximately. It is possible that that support may hold for the day, for today, and some kind of a bounce can happen, but that would only be an intraday bounce. My view is that we are now looking at a deeper correction that will develop into a trading range. We already have 11,550 as the resistance of that range. So the markets will now find a support level that could go as low as 11,100. So at this point, the view is intraday anything can happen, but for a positional trader, which I am, I would be looking to buy puts, sell the Nifty on rallies. Start with a small position at the market open, even with a gap down, and slowly develop that short position on any rally, expecting a decline to 11,100. The Nifty Bank with that vertical rally is also looking at a decline. Maybe it will outperform on the downside, but still 28,500 is a likely level.
Okay, that's interesting. You have Ashwani buying the dip, and Sudarshan was saying that you want to sell even perhaps on a gap down, and then add more. 11,100 is what Sudarshan is looking at.
If I may just add, Sudarshan, what will falsify your theory? At what point will you say this trade is not working?
Oh, that's a very fair question. See, at this point, 11,550 is the point below which the market will start making new highs for this rally, and that will completely negate this theory.
Okay, fair enough. So we have Ashwani who wants to buy the dip, and we have Sudarshan who wants to sell in this market. Mitessh, good morning. Your thoughts?
Good morning, Anuj. So my sense is that, and I've been actually advocating for the last few days, finally we got that pullback starting yesterday, or rather on Friday. The idea was that you're extremely overbought on the intraday chart, so some gains had to be given off, some kind of pullback and consolidation, time-wise, price-wise correction could happen. I am looking at 11,350, 330, thereabouts, 5-10 points here and there, thereabouts as the big support area. and 11,420 as the immediate support area. We might open below 11,420, which means that there's a good chance that we will test levels of around 11,360 to about 11,335, which is my support zone. Would be a buyer over there, and I think for the next few days, maybe a week and a half or so, we could do this 200-point range, 11,350 to about 11,550 on the upside.
Okay, on to individual stocks then. Ashwani, good morning. You know, stocks like Reliance, after having a very strong run, started to sell off on Friday. What do you do with names like this, and what are the other stocks that you'd be looking at today?
See, Reliance also had a vertical rally, so you know, 3 to 5 day type corrections. But the idea here is that not everything is likely to correct. So while Reliance can go up, you know, ICICI Bank can go down. So that way, the markets will be fairly strongly hedged. So on declines, Reliance remains a buy. Individual stocks, L&T Finance is a buy with a stop of 142, target of 154. IndusInd Bank is a buy with a stop of 1680, target of 1740. SRF is a buy with a stop of 2440, target of 2500. Vedanta is a buy with a stop of 169, target of 178. And Bata is a buy with a stop of 1345, target of 1390.
Fair enough. Sudarshan, what's on your list?
Well, this is now a very interesting market, Anuj. We have trades which are primarily intraday now. And unlike the rally which we saw, a vertical straight line rally, if the decline comes about, it will be pretty choppy. So there will be buying opportunities. So this dip today should be an opportunity for Infosys, where a strong close on Friday could see a small decline where you literally buy on that minor dip. Infosys is a buy. Manappuram, which has been moving in a trading range after a big rally, is a buying opportunity in spite of my view that the Nifty will fall. And Bata India, my favorite, another stock that has been in a trading range. I heard you earlier talk about how some of the consumer durables could be still good enough to buy, and yes, that seems to be the story. So Infosys, Manappuram and Bata are buying opportunities. There are many short sells in the mid caps. I have Apollo Tyres and Tata Chemicals, but you could really see many of them earlier.
Okay. All right. Mitessh, what about you? What are you looking to buy or sell?
So I have two buys to two sell. Glenmark is a sell with a stop at 652. Look for declines to about 630 odd zones. And the second sell is Amar Raja Batteries, where the indicator setup is turned negative. So sell with a stop at 728, 690 or thereabout should be the target. Two buy calls. Jubilant Foods, I think there's continuation signals on the upside. So any 4, 5, 6 point dip if you get early in the morning with the gap down. Buy with a stop at 1404. Look for targets of 1465. Similarly, SRF is a buy as well. Buy with a stop at 2420 for targets of 2525.
Okay, well, gentlemen, thanks a lot for that. Those are some technical calls coming in, but we have lots more in terms of fundamental calls as well. We'll take a short break. Up next, we'll track the latest on Jet Airways. Also, Elara's Harendra Kumar will join in with some long-term stock bets. And in just a bit, SP Tulsian of sptulsian.com will also be with us.